In the USA, there is a group of people we can call the ticket mafia. These are ticket resellers. I will call them smugglers because it's easier than saying resellers every time. They use 6 different tricks to cheat FIFA soccer fans and rip off their money. This trick is simple. Sell tickets you don't actually have. Here's how it's possible. In the USA, there are many websites where people can resell event tickets. These websites have become huge, money-making businesses for both the ticket sellers and the event organizers. The government loves it too, because it's a business worth billions of dollars. But there's one big problem. The fans get completely ripped off. With ghost ticketing, a reseller sells tickets he doesn't own. He hasn't bought any tickets. He has none in stock. At that moment, he can't give the soccer fans anything. In theory, you could do this too if you wanted to. You just have to stop caring about honesty and be willing to take advantage of other people's trust. That's basically the life of a typical reseller. Ticket smuggler. So here's how the trick works. You list tickets for an event on a resale website, pretending you already have them. In reality, you don't have any. This exact trick came up during the FIFA World Cup. Is this even allowed? Yes. In the USA, almost anything goes, and it's actually legal as long as you're making money and you have a good terms and conditions agreement. That's called a free market. Fraud isn't considered fraud here if the terms and conditions are written well and you clicked it, I agree. Here's an example. The official organizer sells a ticket for some price. Let's say it's way overpriced already. But on one of these resale websites, you find what looks like the same ticket for $1,000. So you think, great, that's cheaper. I'll buy it there instead. Just so you know, prices like that, or even higher, really did happen during the 2026 World Cup. Now, this one seller isn't just selling one ticket, he might sell 10,000 tickets. At $1,000 each, that's $10 million just from him. And that's a small example. In real life, the numbers are usually much, much bigger. Here's the important part. Many of these resale websites let the seller wait until just before the event, like 2 days before, to actually deliver the ticket. On top of that, the seller usually only gets paid once he actually sends the ticket. And many websites also let the seller cancel the sale right before the match happens. This gives the seller total control over everything. And that's done on purpose. It's the only way this scheme actually makes money. Let me break it down. The seller can sell tickets he doesn't own. He only decides whether to actually deliver them right before the game. And the website's rules let him cancel the sale whenever he wants. The fans just have to accept it. That's the fine print people quickly click past or agree to when signing up for these websites. So 2 things can happen to this seller. Situation 1. Right before the game, there are still lots of real tickets left over. The organizer wants to sell the empty seats, so he drops the price. A ticket that used to cost $1,000 now costs $500. The reseller jumps on this. He buys these cheap tickets, usually automatically, within minutes, using a computer program, and sends them to the people he already sold them to for $1,000 each. With 10,000 tickets, that's $5 million in profit in just a few hours, sometimes minutes. Any buyers he can't deliver to, he just cancels their order. This is why people call them the ticket mafia. Some really shady stuff happens behind the scenes. Situation 2. The event is truly sold out. There are no cheap leftover tickets. The reseller can't buy tickets cheap. So what does he do? He just cancels the sale. The buyers don't lose their money, but now they're standing outside the event with no ticket at all. The reseller doesn't make money in this case, but he also barely risked anything, since he never actually bought any tickets to begin with. That's exactly what ghost ticketing means in the USA. These resale websites made this whole trick possible with their rules. They let scalpers offer tickets they don't even own yet, and they let scalpers wait to deliver until right before the event. In the end, the soccer fans always lose, always at risk of showing up with nothing. Long before the event, the soccer fans don't buy from the official organizer because those prices seem way too high. I'll explain why in a bit. Instead, the soccer fans buy from the reseller because it looks cheaper, but it's not really cheaper. I'll explain that too. Right before the event, the soccer fans can't grab the cheap leftover tickets anymore because the scalpers already grabbed them all instantly, automatically, in bulk, using computer programs and special access that these websites give them. The soccer fans don't understand this game at all. Either he walks away with no ticket, or, if he's lucky, he ends up paying twice as much as he could have. This has basically become normal now. One example, Ticketmaster, another special kind of ticket website. The US government actually sued Ticketmaster for letting bots run wild and working together with scalpers. Reports say resale profits reached over $1 billion. Sources are in the description. The event organizers make money from this scheme as well. FIFA is a good example. The US Attorney General's office actually looked into them. One accusation, charging unfairly high prices, on purpose. Here's roughly how it works with organizers. Let's say the organizer knows a ticket is normally worth $500. That's the fair price he would usually charge, but instead, he prices it at $1,000. Way too high. Some people buy it anyway at $1,000, often because they're told tickets are running out. That's called creating fake scarcity. But most people won't pay $1,000 for something worth $500. So at first, the organizer sells way fewer tickets than expected. Let's use a soccer game as an example. At first, maybe only 25% of tickets sell at $1,000. Normally that would be bad news for the organizer, but here's the trick. The organizer knows the other 75% of tickets weren't sold through him. They were already listed by scalpers on resale websites. Not for $1,000, but for around $700. The soccer fans see the official ticket at $1,000, then see it for $700 on a resale site, and think, great, I'll buy it there instead. By the way, during all this ticket confusion, most soccer fans don't even know which website is official and which is a resale site. This is made worse because many organizers sell their own official tickets through resale sites too. At that point, the soccer fans basically have no idea what's really going on. And usually, that confusion is intentional. Here's what happens right before the event. The organizer suddenly drops the price, not to $1,000, but to $500, the price it should have been from the start. This is called the final sale, but really, it's just the normal, fair price. Now the reseller swoops in. They buy up all these $500 tickets in bulk, automatically, using bots, within minutes, because they've already sold these same tickets to soccer fans for $700 beforehand. In the end, the organizer sold 25% of tickets at $1,000. The rest sold later at $500. Because of this, the organizer makes more total money than if he had just sold everything at $500 from the beginning. Maybe 50% more money overall. The reseller also profits from the price difference, and the resale website makes money from fees. Everyone makes money off the soccer fans, and that's the accusation against them. Here's the full picture. The organizer sets the price way too high at first. He knows scalpers will sell those same tickets cheaper on resale sites. He also knows the scalpers will eventually need real tickets to deliver, so right before the event, he drops the price just enough for scalpers to buy everything up. Automatically, of course. Many soccer fans end up with nothing, because the scalpers oversold and then just cancel those orders. So if you flew somewhere to watch a game, too bad. No ticket for you. Remember when I mentioned an artificial scarcity price? This matters a lot, because it's what convinces soccer fans to pay that high starting price. $1,000 in my example. Even though there's no real shortage, the organizer just pretends there's a shortage. That's the only way to convince some people to pay more than the tickets are actually worth, when there was never a real shortage to begin with. In February 2026, FIFA President Gianni Infantino talked about huge demand and told CNBC, while staying at Donald Trump's resort, Mar-a-Lago by the way, that every match is sold out. Think about that for a second. Every single match, sold out. He also said FIFA had gotten 5.08 million ticket requests for about 7 million available seats. Wait, those numbers don't really add up. But anyway, it was also reported that tickets were still available. Infantino then said FIFA had been holding back some tickets for a later sales round. So if every match was really sold out, why were tickets available again later? In April, Reuters reported that FIFA had started a last-minute ticket sale, offering tickets for all 104 matches. FIFA also said it would keep releasing more tickets all the way up to the final, depending on how many were available. So the public message made it sound like everything was completely sold out. While FIFA apparently still had a stash of tickets, it was releasing bit by bit. The US Attorney General's office accused FIFA of creating fake scarcity by holding back tickets on purpose, claiming that FIFA deliberately limited the supply to create urgency, even though a lot of tickets were still unsold. That's what's known as ghost ticketing, and it's just one of 6 tricks currently being used by organizers and the ticket mafia in the USA. Next time, I'll tell you about even crazier tricks, using the Taylor Swift concert as an example. I just checked the time. I've already talked way too long. I'll just say this. Whenever I start talking about scams happening in the USA, YouTube's servers seem to run out of storage space. See you soon.